Hello everyone! Today I'm going to do something that I have done only once before on this channel, which is a music review. All of you who know me know that I am a colossal fan of heavy metal, and even though I was never born during the decade, I am one of the biggest 1980s enthusiasts you will ever meet. This is a decade that gave birth to the definitive generation of metal. During the 70s, Black Sabbath, Zeppelin, and Deep Purple laid the foundation for metal. And the new wave of British heavy metal that occurred from the late 70s to the early 80s saw the rise of powerhouse musical groups like Iron Maiden, Motorhead, Saxon, Angel Witch, Diamond Head, Venom, Blitzkrieg, Girl School, Def Leppard, Holocaust, and my personal favorite metal band of all time, Judas motherfucking Priest! The 80s was the most fruitful era for the juggernaut heavy metal group, comprised of guitarist duo Glenn Tipton and KK Downing, and heavy metal god / vocalist Rob fucking Halford. British Steel, Point of Entry, Screaming for Vengeance, Defenders of the Faith, Turbo, Painkiller. These are all paramount records that all helped in some way to mold the metal genre like clay into what it is today. But the one record that a lot of people tend to overlook is the one that I'll be reviewing today, ladies and gents. I give you Ram It Down. Ram It Down was released in 1988, fresh after the release of the album Turbo, which is a record that many metalheads are divided on. But whether or not you liked Turbo, it provided many technological advances for Judas Priest that would give their overall sound a much more powerful quality than it already was. The guitar synthesizers and pedals made Glenn Tipton and KK Downing's guitar playing sound even more badass than on the previous albums, and it really gave the band a very futuristic, sci-fi edge to it sound that fit very well for a power metal band, which is what Priest was. And Ram It Down was the album where the group really perfected the use of its new toys. But yet this album had a very mediocre reception when it first came out. Of course, 1988 was a very crazy year for heavy metal albums, what with Living Colour's Vivid, Metallica's And Justice for All, Quiet Riot's self-titled 6th album, Pantera's Power Metal, Iron Maiden's Seventh Son of a Seventh Son, and of course, Danzig's debut album. So, there was some pretty steep fucking competition, and I will admit, Ram It Down just couldn't really soar to the same heights as some of the previously listed albums, but hey, those albums were all revolutionary for their time, so to me that doesn't really count as a detriment to this one. But if you judge this record completely on its own and compare it with Priest's previous records, it's one of their best albums. The thing I love the most about this album is that there isn't a single slow-moving song on it. From the beginning title track to the final track, Monsters of Rock, every song on this record is fast, loud, and heavy. Most other Priest records have at least one slow, mellow, or atmospheric song, and even the following record, Painkiller, had one in the form of Living Bad Dreams. But Ram It Down, from beginning to end, is just one power ballad after another. No filler, no bullshit, just straight up balls to the wall metal. Talking about the songs themselves, I must confess something. The main reason I have almost never done a music review is that music isn't like comics or movies where I can just put pictures up and point stuff out. And if I played a lot of songs in this video, I would just have the copyright leeches crawling up my ass again. And I just don't really feel like dealing with that horse shit right now, so I'll just talk about every song in order in really short summaries. So, yeah. The opening title track, Ram It Down, starts the record off with a bang, as the song itself opens with a godly banshee-like wail, courtesy of Mr. Rob Halford. followed by a killer guitar riff that reverberates through the song. The second song, titled Heavy Metal, is well deserving of that name, as it opens with a fucking gorgeous shredding guitar solo courtesy of KK Downing. The rest of the song is a little underwhelming, but that's only because that solo at the beginning raises your expectations uncontrollably. But it's still a badass tune. The next song is one of two on the record to have the word love, that no doubt encapsulates some of Halford's sexual fantasies, but it's still an enjoyable song nonetheless. It's got enough fast guitar playing and shredding solos to keep your mind entertained and your head banging. The next song is titled Come and Get It, and it's pretty much exactly what you think it is, just another ball-busting 4 minutes and 7 seconds of head-banging Judas Priest goodness. The fifth track, Hard as Iron, is pretty different from most of the other songs in that it features a lot of technical alterations. The result is a song where Halford's voice itself sounds like another guitar, and that's what makes it great. The next song, Blood Red Skies, is not only my favorite song on the album, it's one of my favorite Priest songs ever made. The synthesizer just mixes beautifully with Tipton and Downing's guitar playing to create an epic song of good versus evil that wouldn't be out of place as the heavy metal theme song to the Terminator movies. Guns N' Roses? Are you fucking kidding me? No, bitches. Judas Priest fits the Terminator movies like Arnold himself fits playing an emotionless robot who kills people. A masterpiece of a song. So do me a favor. Pause this video, bring up an extra tab, and type in the name of the song on YouTube and just listen to it. Blood Red Skies by Judas Priest. Do it now! My review can wait. You just need to hear this song. Seriously, I'll wait like 3 seconds. Okay, next song is titled I'm a Rocker, and it's my second favorite tune on this record. If there could possibly be a theme song for all the people who enjoy music that involves a guitar, then this song is it. The next song is an absolutely bitching cover of the famous Chuck Berry song Johnny Be Good. Taking an old-timey rock and roll blues party song and converting it into a loud, manly 1980s heavy metal song is the most retardedly badass idea since Batman and Space Ghost. Remember the scene in Back to the Future where Marty is playing Johnny Be Good at the dance, and then this happens? Yeah, consider that a foreshadowing of this amazing cover. The next song, Love You to Death, is pretty much a lyrical gay sex fantasy set to metal. But for all the brain-dead assholes out there who like to harp on Judas Priest simply due to the fact that Halford is gay, then let me show you something. This is what Halford liked to wear during the 80s, and this is what Motley Crue liked to wear during that time. This is another picture of Halford, and this is a picture of Dee Snider. So tell me something. If you lived during the 80s, when Rob had yet to come out of the closet, which one of these guys do you think was the most into male sodomy? Because if you had even an inkling of intelligence, you would pick any single one of them but Halford. And that is all I'm going to say on the subject. The last song, Monsters of Rock, reminds me of the song that Priest made called Metal Gods off the British Steel album. I can't really say a lot about this song, but it's simply another musical gem in Priest's discography. So, in my opinion, Ram It Down is a very underrated record that most heavy metal listeners are not aware of. It's a Judas Priest record that is not often talked about, and to me, for a record that has songs like Blood Red Skies, Hard as Iron, I'm a Rocker, or Monsters of Rock, This is a complete travesty. It's not a bad album at all. Hell, it's a great album. So, I feel, as a die-hard Judas Priest fan, that it is my duty to recommend this record to all of my Metalhead subscribers. Give this album a try, you won't regret it. So, until next time, fellow headbangers, I'm FW Waller, and I approve this message.